Here we are at the Table Campground. Got a nice little campground here. I think it's the last one left, right by the river, Snake River. This is just about a mile or two past where they put over for the whitewater rafting. Nice. A little warm right now, but it'll be nice and comfortable after dark. Okay, we're rolling. So what do you think about this change in plans?
Hey, you know, sometimes it takes a little sickness to find the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
More often we have found the Snake River after having a little detour.
Yeah, this little section of the Snake River is probably the single most, the most popular section for rafting and canoeing, kayaking.
And just a moment ago, we had a little eagle call, so right over the top of my head. Right over there on the
Oh goodness, yes.
eagle on the top of the tree.
Yeah, I can see the bald eagle right over there.
Not to see that every day. All right.
No, that's not something you see much in Florida.
No, sir. Awesome.
All right, so let's get up the way. Well, good. I'll help. I'll look around and see if I can pick up some driftwood too. So now you're on candid camera.
Oh no!
Oh no, we just met our new friend here.
Yes, a new friend we just met.
Everywhere we go, we find new friends.
And that's the boat that we are going to
Oh, that's.
go rafting
And tell
on.
me, what was your last name again? It was a
Hartvigsen.
Hart Vixen. I heard Vixen in there, and that always catches my.
Hart Vixen.
Hartvigsen.
Well, anytime I hear the word Vixen, it catches my attention. You know, just like.
Yeah.
Norwegian Viking.
You remind us of our friend Ron, who repairs our car. He's our auto mechanic, who we just had to see a lot in the last couple of weeks. You remind me a lot of him.
Big mustache.
And tell you the truth,
Good
I'm
guy.
a hell of a lot more fun because I got a boat.
Yeah.
The cars, but yes.
That's one thing I miss.
That's the safest boat on this river, I promise you. I've had 15 adults in there, and I'm the only guy rowing.
All right.
I won't ever do that
You have
again.
life vests?
Yeah, I have life
You have
vests for all
everything?
4 of you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Let's talk about our plans, what we want to do.
So just remember, I'm going to be here for a long time. If you don't see the truck, the trailer, I'm on the river.
Cool.
How do we reach you?
Hang out
By
at the-
camping here,
Okay. Okay.
Huh.
staying here.
So would it get you in trouble if you get paid in fast food and beer?
And the
Yeah,
truck
right.
is gone, that means I'm just seeing my friends in
We're-
Jackson, or I'm
Okay.
up at Andrea's. Andrea always knows where I am.
Okay. Well, let's sit down and talk about our plans, and then
You
we
figure
would
it out.
love-
If you guys got the permits to go for your hiking venture, go do it. I'll keep an eye, if you guys pay for this campsite, I'll keep an eye on this for you while you're gone.
Okay.
And then,
Because you're here until Saturday, right?
I'm free up until the end of Sunday if I need be.
Okay, and then we're here until Wednesday.
and today's Tuesday. I'm here for another week and a
I
half.
have to be at work on Monday morning. Until then,
right.
everyone's told you expect me when you see me.
Watch ahead.
And that's what I tell everybody too. It's kind of like, honey, she flying back from Texas. They went down to see granddaughter and Neil Diamond, and I went, well, you know where I'll be.
Well, I told my wife that, you know, June.
Do you live in this area?
I live in northern Utah, Perry.
Perry,
Brigham
yeah.
City.
Yeah, I told my wife that, you know, July and August are mine. I'm going to be gone every weekend. So, of course, they get me working on renovating a house. So I ran away from home. Here I am.
And I lumberjack down in Utah, and I run a 300-pound aerator. And I said, no more heat. I'm leaving. And since my wife went to Texas, I called her up on Sunday and said, honey, I'm in Alpine, Wyoming. You know what I'm doing. I'll come down and pick you up if you want me to. I'll leave the boat, pay for the campsite. I'll come down, pick you up, come up, and then we'll river run for 4 or 5 days, or 7, or 10, and then we'll come home to mow the lawn and pick up more veggies.
Cool.
All right.
So where do you put in? How far do you go? What's your normal?
You put in about a mile and a half down,
Yeah.
put in at West Table, then it's 8.5 miles to do the whitewater.
How do you get back and forth?
I run the shuttle. I go put in the boat, tie it up, drive it down. If I got nobody picking me up, I just go like this. And
So
Oh.
we could all
I've
run,
been
we
do-
could run down.
We
and-
run.
Oh, so we
I've
could
been
leave our
doing
vehicle
that
down
so
there,
many
yeah.
years that
Yeah.
most of the the commercial dudes that, yeah, they know me. They pick me up and say, Jim, you're back. I go, yeah. They call me the vegetable man because I bring fresh vegetables to the camp post, the Forest Service. Because I live in a place where we got fruit stands and veggies. I got 35, 40 tomato plants in my own yard.
Wow, that's awesome.
Huh.
I grow everything.
Well, it's getting upwards close to 8 o'clock here at campsite number 8 at the, I forget what the name of this particular campsite is. It's one that's just upstream from the, put over for the whitewater rafting. Anyway, we're going to cook up some corn on the fire we just built. Or actually, I just built the fire with driftwood from the river. We got our neighbor over here we might take him up on his offer to take us down the river here in a couple of days. But we're going to go up to Lake Solitude tomorrow night. I told them they cannot miss Lake Solitude. That is one of the best places I know of there. So we're going to go to Lake Solitude tomorrow night, and we'll see where the wind blows us after that. I tell you, sometimes just random fortune or blessing, depending on their viewpoint, gives us something better than what we planned. This is one of those times. Okay, we'll see if this thing actually takes video in this lighting. So tell me, guys, what are you doing and why are you doing it?
We are setting up what looks like a occupied tent site. So
Oh.
we can save our
space on the
awesome
snake.
space.
Haha. Save our space, huh? The final frontier.
Save our space on the snake, so that we can come back and see Jim to go on the snake.
All right.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the action shot on the boat, Esker.
Oh yeah, big deal.
Gotta get the pulling away.
No. Pulling away from the dock. There's no turning back now. Well, maybe there is, but you're not going to.
Riley, Cy, and Miles.
You never know.
Cy, get in
Well,
there.
that's why I said Peter is what I wanted to confirm.
How's everyone doing this morning?
Fantastic.
Some of you don't seem that excited.
We're super excited.
Gotta have the photo op. Right here.
Actually, go back in now. You in here? Smile.
How you doing? How you doing? Fall in. Can't tell what type of bear it is. There's a bear right over there. Yeah, he's right to those trees right there. He's just moseying along. Well, he's on the other side of the river. That's a good place for him to be. There he is. Yeah. Oh well. Just as interesting as the bear is everybody on the trail looking at the bear. There's the bear on the other side of the river there. Looks like maybe a young black or brown bear. And all the rest of us. There you go. Ha ha. I just had to take a picture of the people taking pictures of the bear. That's cool. I don't know if they're taking the time to take any video, but this is not something you see every day. They're going just a little bit too fast, too big of a hurry for my taste. I didn't realize it, but when I'm alone, I go about half the pace everyone else. You don't know it because I'm alone. I'm a slowpoke. Look at that waterfall. Ain't that something? I don't know if I'm ready to do the Grand this year. I have not worked out at all. I might have to forego it. Smile. You're on candid camera. Waiting on dinner to cook. There you go.
Coconut peanut noodles.
All right.
Did I give you one of these? No, I gave you some.
Maybe later. Maybe maybe when we get back out. Shoot up a little video of this. There's waterfalls coming down from those melting snows. That's Teton there. And this will be the Grand right above us here. We're on the middle of, right about halfway up Cascade Canyon. Time for lunch. All right. I don't think I'll go swimming in that. Hi there. Shooting each other.
What Esker does best.
Oh, you shot me. You got me right in the chest. Good to go.
Alright, hide that thing behind your back.
Alright, hide that thing behind my back. Grand. Right there. Yeah, I was telling them this is good moose habitat here, the swampy areas. And then, sure enough, there was one right there. All right. Just taking pictures of the moose. Eat it up. Don't jump. Don't jump, Bryce. It ain't worth it. Oh wow, that feels good. That breeze, it's been so hot. Well, I don't want to fall off that bridge. No railings. Yeah, that'd not be healthy. Fall in there. Not be healthy at all. Okay, I bet that water's really refreshing. Go for a swim.
I wish.
Yeah, we'll find you someplace to get wet tonight. Yeah, and the railing's broken. Well, we're getting pretty close to the beginning of the camping zone on North Cascade Canyon. That's looking north up the canyon. I think this is the last bridge to cross. And that is looking back down the canyon and up at the Grand. I'll be glad when the sun gets behind the mountains to cool off a lot. It's kind of hot today. No railings, don't fall in.
Hey, where are you going?
He likes that
Hi,
marmot.
Marnie.
Marnie?
Marma?
Marma? Okay, this is the selected site. The pack is down and it will not be lifted again today. All right. Wanted to go higher, but I'm afraid it'll be muddy and snowy and I'm tired. Gorgeous. It's still pretty dang nice. I didn't want one that was I didn't want a site that was so wooded that you couldn't see the mountains.
Right?
This looks good.
Wasn't even stuffed.
All right. I guess I'll pitch the tent. That'll officially close it for the day. This is the moment we've been looking forward to for hours and hours and hours. The sun has abandoned us finally. Loads and loads of cascades. I wonder why they call this Cascade Canyon, huh? Well, I got my tent pitched. Oh, time to just relax. So here I am in the meadow area just below Lake Solitude. This is my favorite campsite here, mostly because you have the rushing water. You're close to the lake, which is right up here, come above that waterfall. That waterfall is flowing out of the lake, and it has the most gorgeous view of the valley, with the sun setting and rising on the Grand Teton. This is a beautiful place to watch. Now I usually set my tent up here. It snows right where I usually set it up, but I could easily set my tent up right over there if I needed to. Or even right here. A little lumpy, but I can work with it. It's high and dry. This group of people have their food tied up here in this tree, and they chose to put their tents down between those river flows down there, which is actually a cool place. I actually did that one time. It's cool. So We could have come here, but we were so tired, we weren't sure this place was accessible. But it is. I'll keep that in mind the next time there's snow up here. Well, here I am at the waterfall that overflows. It's about 7:15 in the evening. I still got, well, at least an hour and 45 minutes till sundown. This is the waterfall that overflows from Lake Solitude. I've never seen it this high before. Down there is the place where I normally pitch my tent, right by that big boulder in the center of the stream. Down below there, some people have already pitched their tent. Actually, no. I'm off. Yeah, there they are. That whole meadow up there could be done, but actually that's the big boulder where I normally pitch my tent, up on that knoll. It's high ground. A little snow there, but we could still have been there. They're down there relaxing in the campsite, probably about a 400-foot elevation, no, 700-foot elevation below me. I couldn't resist coming up here. It's like I'm really exhausted, dangerously so, but I have to come. It's like the call of the sirens for the man in the sea, I guess. I have to go to the lake. I better do it now and get back before they get all worried about me and start coming hunting for me. They need their rest. They don't need to be climbing up here. I'm catching the very last rays of sun on Lake Solitude. But I still have over an hour before sundown, so it won't get dark. I have to see her. Okay. Never seen snow up there. I've never been here this early. Oh wow, the chill, that feels so good. Temperature just dropped like 20 degrees. Oh my, still frozen. I've never seen that before in person. Oh, that is good stuff. Yes sir, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I lug that pack up this way. Okay, I'm going out to the peninsula. That water's going to be a little bit cold. It's barely beginning to thaw out. It's going to be right at like 34 degrees. Looking back at the Grand Teton down the Cascade Canyon. And if you look there, you can see there's the trail. One long switchback going up about 1,000 feet. And then curving to the left and back up over the Paintbrush Divide. It's about a 1,700-foot climb from here to the divide, I believe. How you doing? Yeah, I've never seen it with icebergs in it like this. I'll just see if I can dare Derek to swim out to that little island. Wow, I would not want to fall in there. Well, I better head back before they get worried about me and come looking. They need their rest. I don't want them to do that. Well, here it is. What is this? July 19th, 2017. Oh my gosh, it's my anniversary. My first wife. Not a good lucky day. But anyway, probably better get back before they get worried about me. It's about 8:15. Sundown's not for another 45 minutes or so. I just had to go up here and see what was up there at Lake Solitude. Kind of an obsession, I guess. But, oh, this is a special place for me. In some ways, a sacred place for me. Been a year since I've been here. Too long. Too long. It's good to be back. Well, here it is about 9:15 on Wednesday, July 19th, 2017. Ironically, this would be my 34th wedding anniversary with Holly. Oh well, the things that come to mind with a certain date. Anyway, the other three are just through those trees in their tents. They've gone to bed. But I can't go to bed for another 15 minutes because I want to see the last rays of sun hit the Grand Teton. There's no point coming up here if I can't do that. Getting closer, getting closer. They're pretty tired out. I was pretty pooped too, but that little hike up to the lake just rejuvenated me somehow. Mosquitoes are vicious out here, but most of them are staying off of me with the off I put on. Well, according to my GPS, there's 1 minute till sundown. I got mosquitoes everywhere. And well, that's it. The last ray of sun on the Grand Teton on July 19th, 2017. It's time for bed. Well, it's a little after 7 in the morning now, and I did miss the very first light because I and all of them slept till after 7. But it's still pretty cool. Here's the, the first hour of sunlight on the side of the Tetons from up here. Nice morning, isn't it? Cascade Canyon, canyon of many cascades. Campsite's right through those trees there. I'm up getting food. And fighting the mosquitoes. It's going to be a good day. We're going to head up to Lake Solitude here before we head on down the canyon to the next canyon over. Almost 8 o'clock and Derek is up. Wendy and Bryce are still out. Hopefully they're getting some rest. Didn't catch the first light, but this is still pretty impressive though. Early light on the Grand Teton from our campsite. Time for some breakfast. Well, it's about 8:30 in the morning, and there are definite signs of life. We're going to wind up walking in the hot sun, but I think we all needed a little extra sleep after yesterday. It was pretty strenuous, pretty hot. The morning is breaking pretty clearly here. It's been sun up for quite a while, but for this right now, we're just about ready to get the sun on us. It's going to be a beautiful day, but a hot one. Most of our travel is downhill today, though, when we have our heavy packs. Cascade Canyon, a canyon of many cascades. Well, it's about 9:30 in the morning. We're in full sun now. I'm just kicking back, relaxing while they're breaking camp. Normally I would have been, probably already on the move 3 hours ago. So I could have some, been on the move somewhere before the sun gets on me. Oh well, we don't really have far to go today anyway, like I normally do. This is a nice place though. We got a good campsite last night. But it's been a nice trip. Nothing exactly has gone anywhere resembling according to plan. But it's still been good for me, and I think good for them too. They're definitely getting their introduction to travel in the Tetons. So the next time they come, they will have all the information they need to do it exactly the way they want. That was kind of our purpose. If that's the case, our purpose has been met. Well, I'm going to go see how they're doing. They should be ready soon. I just wanted to kick back and relax. I don't know if I'll come back to the Teton Crest Trail this year. I've done it like 4 times so far. Right now it's not practical because the 2 main passes are ice climbing travel. And I wouldn't take them on it. I'm not even sure I'd take myself on it right now. That'd be a month from now. It's still just good just to be here. There he is, relaxing. Stick your head in it. It will wake you up, man.
Good.
Haha. Looking back. Oh yeah, there we go. Still trying to talk him into climbing up there today. That's usually where I go from here. Uh-huh. Snowball fight?
Let's do it.
Ha.
Don't move, Derek. Stay stationary. Derek, stop.
There's the path that goes to the top. Paintbrush Divide is right up over that rock field. Let's stand out here and shoot each other. Well, it's now, I guess, pushing 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're all 4 of us up here at Lake Solitude. I've never seen it where it looked like a Arctic ice pack melting spring, you know. Always come up here when it was a lot warmer. They said they had 300 inches of snow, like 25 to 30 feet. Guess it takes a long time to melt. It's crazy. It is still quiet though. Just a nice place to be. We got storm clouds moving in, so we might have to deal with that today, but at least we're not on the top of a mountain. So lightning hazards should not be so significant. It's really a good trip. Kind of glad for the cloud cover because we didn't get started until it was kind of hot. But it's cool now. I feel good. I just hope I don't get rained or sleeted on or hailed on. Well, I love being here. I know we should get moving, but I'm in no hurry to leave. Well, here it is. It's getting kind of hot in the heat of the day, right after almost 1 o'clock. I decided a good place would be to take a break out of the heat and we'll be underneath the bridge. I guess that kind of makes me the troll under the bridge. I'll let the others go by. Get out of the sun, splash my face with cold water. I think it'll make me feel a lot better because we're hiking in the heat of the day, afternoon. Which is okay. We still got to go up and see the Lake Solitude. It's still good. It's all good. Well, here we are. It's about 1 in the afternoon. We're going to take our lunch break back here at this bridge. I think it's the perfect spot, perfect ambiance for lunch. I don't think we'll have to worry about running out of water here. Getting kind of close to the place where we need to start climbing anyway. It's a good time for a lunch and a long break. Watch that first step. Pretty big one.
What's that?
I said, watch that first step. No railings.
Now we're going to have Cascade. Stop that.
Waterfalls. Yeah. He's saying if you don't, that first one, if you weren't happy with it, let's just keep going.
Well,
I mean, it's not. It's 3:20. We literally have 5.5 hours. We're good.
I think the issue is that to stop right now, feeling a bit exposed and not enough area for all of the tents. I like this hike though.
Well, it was good for 2 tents, but not 3.
Do you see where they're camping?
Well, we're at 8,500 feet. I'm trying to figure out where we're going to spend the night in the rain. And interesting being up here in this weather. So here we are about 6:20 in the evening. We've set up camp and the rain stopped. It's really interesting to be up in this canyon whenever it's had a storm. You see the clouds up there on that mountain? That is something else. But I'm cooking myself up some, believe it or not, macaroni and cheese. I don't care for macaroni and cheese, but the actual freeze-dried stuff's pretty good. Got our clothes hung out to dry on various clotheslines. And they're down getting some water for the night, and we're just going to call it a let's relax the rest of the evening kind of night. Maybe I'll see if I can talk them into listening to some 1960s stories, huh? We're not up to the most scenic part of the valley, but this is as far as we were ready to go. We were spent, especially after dealing with the rain. Oh well, it's time for some dinner. All right, so what do you think of the day so far? You're on video.
It's been good. Enjoyed our walk up to the Solitude Lake and got caught in the rain, but wasn't too bad because it was nice and cool. Came up to our campsite here, so now we're relaxing and hanging out. I'm good. I'm happy.
It's pretty good now. I'm glad the rain stopped, though. It wouldn't be quite the same if the rain was still coming. Yeah, no, I'm glad it stopped.
Dry, good to go now.
Dried off.
We have a good plan for tomorrow to hike up to the glacier, Schoolhouse Glacier.
Yeah, it may be the last chance you ever get to see it because I suspect in about 5 years there won't be any ice left.
All right, so we got a good plan.
So you're going to go up to see the dying, soon-to-be extinct glacier. Although it didn't form any eskers as it melted. I am sorry to say.
Yeah. The mosquitoes are out.
Apparently that only happens with big glaciers. Well, here we are a little after 6 o'clock in the morning, a little ways up South Cascade Canyon. We're all getting ready to go on a side trip up to possibly the Schoolhouse Glacier, or what's left of it. Had us a nice breakfast, and it looks like a beautiful morning. Hope it stays that way. And Derek's got his little spot over there. We had a little trouble trying to find a nice level spot to put our tents, but we came up with pretty good combination. That and the kitchen over there, which funny thing is the mosquitoes seem to have selected that as the kitchen spot too, because they all swarm us over there more than anything else. More there than here. Decided to string up my my bag. Death penalty offense of some kind, got hung. Realize that when I'm alone I don't even think about it, but I probably never go much more than 10 minutes without stopping and looking around. Don't you want to go swimming there and just swim right underneath that rock? Don't you want to just kind of swim through there and get sucked right underneath that rock? Well, here we are. I don't know, we're probably not yet at 9,000 feet. We're heading up to the glacier. Some pretty cool waterfalls here. There are a lot more water flow than usual. Sun hasn't hit us yet, but it will soon. Just doing our exploration. So you keep stopping and taking pictures. You're slowing us down.
Enjoying the view.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, got it. Oh, wait, here. You dropped something. Yeah. Watch that first step. It's a big one. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go down there too far. It would not be a healthy place to go swimming. gonna put my hat on pretty soon for the sun. Huh?
Oh.
What's that?
I would love a nice pano of this.
Ah,
Dave.
there you are. Mosquitoes.
Yeah? What
Yeah.
do you want to
I
do?
just think it's really pretty. But I didn't do a good job of it. I don't have a wide enough camera to get a good angle.
Alright, let's
Over
move.
here, if you come stand right where.
Hello.
Hello.
How you making it out so far?
Great.
Doing
How about
well.
yourself?
Feeling good so far.
Good.
The sun starts beating on me, I might be okay, but by then it'll be downhill. Woohoo! I like downhill. Alright. Up there, that's where we're going. I'm going to put all this together into a single video when we get back. Post it on YouTube, you guys can download it for your girls. I try to video pretty much all my trips anyway. Let's go for it. Upward and onward. Hey there. Remember me telling you about how I enjoy challenging snow bridges and how there's some that I don't challenge? That's one of them. This area in here, there's a couple of times I thought about cheating going across a snow bridge. You imagine going underneath? No way. You probably wouldn't survive. Cold, being trapped and drowned, or hitting your head on a rock. Either way, you're going to die. I love this area. This area of the canyon we're about to get to is about my favorite. She's getting up to a really nice part of the canyon. On it. Dang, I pushed the wrong button. I'm videotaping you.
All right.
Oh no. Yeah. It's nice and cool too to the touch, right? Yeah, that little high spot over there in the trees is just a nice place to be. I'm telling them they probably shouldn't do that right in the center of the screen. There's an area there where you have to cross the ice to get up. Not recommended without crampons, but we'll see. Okay, if you lay on your belly, you can toboggan down, you know. Belly slide like a penguin. Yeah, if you just lay down on your belly and belly slide, you can beat all of us to the bottom of it.
Alright. This is the trail up to Schoolhouse Glacier and up to
Hurricane Pass.
And we have decided
Is it good enough?
it is unpassable.
Well, it is passable,
With
but it's
what
also
we
extremely
have.
dangerous.
We don't have ice picks,
Ice axes.
we don't have ice axes or crampons.
We'll try.
Yeah,
We came as far
I
as
wouldn't hesitate to do this with crampons and 2 poles, but I wouldn't without crampons or an ice axe. I wouldn't try it at all.
Nice job, peeps.
Woo! It's a good view though, isn't it? How about that valley over there? There's a trail that goes up there too.
There's the Grand Teton right there on the left. What's that one? The middle, central?
I think that's going to be the south, middle, and grand.
South, middle, and grand.
Yeah, that's definitely the south, the middle, and the grand.
Bryce, I would take a couple steps so you can see what it feels like.
Are you good, Bryce?
Good.
You're good.
Happy as a clam.
Happy as a clam standing on a rock. Huh?
Happy as a snow goat.
Fall in. Get cold. Hi there. Okay. There he is. Right. Flies bite me. Get up. Well, how was the water?
Cold.
Really cold, huh?
It was cold. Refreshing though.
Had to shoot this little cascade here, going over these dome rocks. Just, I like it. We got ahead of the group here though, but it's totally a good thing. They'll catch up. Oh well. And I'm not talking money.
Not showered.
Yeah.
Where in Florida are you from, Marty?
North of Tampa, Spring Hill.
Oh, cool.
Tampa,
Yeah, we're
huh?
from the Orlando area.
Oh, okay.
Now in Raleigh, and he's Crystal Lake over here, Crystal River over here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, all these Florida people hanging around here in the West.
Yeah. You guys hang out in Florida in the summer. Yeah. All right, how's the adventure out there?
Well, it's about 7 o'clock Friday night now, and we've stopped and got pizza, passed through Jackson, and heading off to Hoboken and onto the campsite on the Snake River.